Martyn's Law is set to become a legal requirement for venues across the United Kingdom. It introduces a duty of care to protect the public from terrorist threats, and for venue operators, that means taking action now before legislation takes effect. Preparation starts with understanding where current operations create security, crowd, or compliance weaknesses. The goal is not only to meet regulatory expectations, but to create a safer operating model that works effectively under real-world event conditions. The first area to assess is how people move in and out of your venue. Ingress and egress are critical control points. Weak entry procedures, such as insufficient bag checks, poorly positioned security staff, or unclear crowd flow routes, can create vulnerabilities that Martyn's Law specifically seeks to address. Walk your venue as if you were assessing a threat. Where could someone enter undetected? Where would a crowd bottleneck in an emergency? Document every weakness and begin developing countermeasures. This might include physical barriers, revised entry protocols, or additional trained personnel at key access points. Storage areas are often overlooked in security reviews, but they represent a significant risk. Unsecured back-of-house spaces, unlocked utility rooms, or unmonitored loading bays can be exploited. A thorough audit should identify which areas require restricted access, improved locking systems, or CCTV coverage. Review who has access to these spaces, how that access is granted, and whether your procedures would withstand scrutiny from a regulatory inspection. Your staff are your most important security asset. Martyn's Law will require venues to ensure that relevant personnel are trained to respond to a terrorist attack or other serious incident. This means moving beyond basic health and safety training. Communication systems also need review. Can your team coordinate quickly across a large venue? Do you have reliable radio communication, clear escalation procedures, and a designated incident controller? Gaps in communication during an emergency can cost lives. Emergency procedures should be treated as a living document, regularly tested, updated, and understood by all staff. Lockdown protocols, evacuation routes, assembly points, and liaison arrangements with emergency services should all be clearly defined. Run tabletop exercises and, where possible, full evacuation drills. These tests reveal gaps that written plans simply cannot anticipate. Engage with your local police and counter-terrorism security advisors, who can provide venue-specific guidance under the current ACT program. Preparing for Martyn's Law is not a one-time exercise. It is an ongoing commitment to the safety of everyone who enters your venue. Start by completing a structured security review across ingress, egress, storage, staffing, communication, and emergency procedures. Assign ownership for each area, set deadlines, and review progress regularly. Document everything. Your compliance records will be essential when regulators begin inspections. The venues that prepare thoroughly now will not only meet their legal obligations, they will operate with greater confidence, and their audiences will be safer for it.